All right, apparently Hall of Fame wide receiver, one of my favorite receivers of all time, Cris Carter, has strong words and strong feelings for Dan Campbell, calling out Jared Goff on Sunday, which I wanted more. I wanted him to call out Goff more. You know what I'm saying? I want him to challenge Goff more. I want him to rip Goff to shreds. All right, that's just my opinion. Okay, maybe it wasn't the right thing to do, but one one thing to grant Cris Carter, CC, that's what they call him, credibility is that he played in the National Football League. So maybe he knows something that we don't know about the locker room. Okay. And at the end of the day, I take his word strong, not just because he was one of my favorite receivers to watch. You love those one-hand catches because he played in the National Football League. He been in the locker room, right? Which I don't care. I don't care if they ruined Jared Goff after, at least after he don't get, at least after he gets one win, you can ruin him, or two to be exact. Okay. So it says the Detroit Lions, and oh my God, zoom in more. Here we go. It says, can we see this? It says the Detroit Lions are approaching rock bottom. Dan Campbell has only been on the job 6 games. Okay, make sure everybody can be good. So the first year head coach showed up with plenty of hype and flair, only to fall 0-6 after an ugly 34-11 loss this past Sunday to the Cincinnati Bengals. Following the loss, he mentioned how Jared Goff needs to step up. Here's his full quote about his quarterback, which you already went over it, right? He says, quote, "I will say this," Campbell said, "I feel like he has to step up more than he has, and I think he needs to help us just like everybody else. He's going to need to put a little bit of weight on his shoulders here, and it's time to step up, make some throws and do some things, but he needs help. He is not exactly throwing Jared Goff on a bus, but does still call him out. That does not sit well with NFL legend, current analyst Cris Carter, who has some strong words for Dan Campbell. Quote, "This is not the way you're supposed to do it." Carter reacts to Dan Campbell's comments on Jared Goff. So y'all want to hear him? Hold on. I'm not going to play the video. So I'm going to stop it. If y'all want to hear it. I don't know exactly. I heard him on the radio. So make sure I got this together. Okay, listen to
it. Head coach Dan Campbell and what he said on Sunday, talking about his quarterback, Jared Goff. And I made contact with a few of my friends in the league and wondering, have they seen anything like what Dan Campbell did? And they were very, very surprised that a coach called out a player. Because one thing about NFL locker rooms is, and Peter, you know this, there's a lot of secrets, but we're all sworn to, we're going to keep this like family business. All right, you talk about the family business at home, but you don't take it out into the streets. And the players, we always feel like the coach is always going to protect us. Now, I know there have been some great relationships through the years in football where coaches feel like they've been mentors and kind of led people to playing beyond what they really are through tough love. But there's also a trust factor, because every day an athlete shows up, he's got to trust that those coaches are going to do what's absolutely best. So I can guarantee you today, Jared Goff and his teammates, they're questioning, is this guy going to get the best out of my ability? And if you go down the list over the last 100 years, there have been some great relationships, legendary quarterbacks with their coaches. Terry Bradshaw always talks about him and Chuck Noll, how different they.
All right, man. He's just rambling on. So we heard the gist of what he said, okay? And I mean, let me put this back on the screen. He may be right to a certain point, but you know what? It's no secret when the whole city know you suck. It's no secret that we anticipated that you would suck, but when some people got their hopes up and they said, "Well, just give Jared Goff a chance," now them people that say give you a chance and let you, turn over a new leaf, now they saying you suck. So it's no secret that Jared Goff sucked. It's no secret that Jared Goff didn't put any points up to it. The game was far and out of reach. It's no secret that he hasn't got the job done. There's no secret, in the second half of Green Bay, he didn't get the job done. There's no secret versus Baltimore that he didn't get the job done and ice the game. There's not a secret, bro. There's no secret, CC. There's no secret. You know what I'm saying? And you talking about legendary coaches and quarterbacks. Well, Jared Goff ain't a freaking legend. Okay? Keep things in house. You can't keep nothing in the house that stank. You gotta take it to the trash can and throw it out the house. And Jared Goff stinks. Jared Goff stinks. There's no two ways around it. Jared Goff stinks. Boo-boo. Booty cheeks. He stinks. You know what I'm saying? And that's the honest truth. And everybody knows Jared Goff stinks. TJ Hawkinson right there. He know he stinks. You know, he probably want to get traded with Stafford. The person who need to be getting aired out is Brad Holmes for bringing this trash here. Of course, I wanted to air it out because he sucked. We caught him. We babied him during training camp. We baited him through the first 6 games. Now we need to challenge him. You know, do we want to still be in the National Football League? Do we want to be a backup? Do we want to get to a point where we win a couple games and mentor another younger player? Does he want to be a starter? Do we want to play football? Is it just for the love of money? Gotta get that money. What is his motivation? Honestly. He's worse than I thought he was. And also, it's not fully blamed on him. If you know you got a quarterback that came from a system where he had good receivers and he had good defense, support him with some good receivers then. You know, they didn't do that. And the guys that they drafted, Sewell is struggling. And Zorky ain't getting no snaps, even though he's still making an impact when he get in the game. You know, who else? Aleem is the only one that's actually putting in work. Melifonte, he's injured. You know, some of the guys that can do something and that make plays in spurts and splashes, Panisi and Zorky, they can't get on the field. You know? But, I mean, obviously, man, it is what it is. No secret that he stank. He know he stunk it up. Especially last Sunday. But the biggest mistake, not just bringing him here, is Brad Holmes not supporting him with a better cast. You know what I'm saying? And bad receivers. And they got every receiver that's playing right now is a slot receiver, probably maybe besides Hodges. Everybody is a slot receiver. You ask the slot receivers to win versus starting caliber and star caliber cornerbacks on Sundays. That's something that they can't do, especially the young guys. So that's like putting Wes Welker out there at the slot and Julian Edelman and Wes Welker on the outside and tell them to go win. And Jamison Crowder, it's not going to work. There's a reason why it's called slot receivers and outside receivers. So let me know what you guys think, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsor, video request, all my social media links in the description. I do appreciate everybody for tapping in. If you want to make a financial donation, Cash App CJGood313, Venmo CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time. Check out Detroit Lifestyle playlist. Let me know.